Morning guys, it's Ian Brady here from BRY Fitness and I have just woken up, literally. You can see the hair's a mess. And I wouldn't say I'm tired. It is 9:10 in the morning on a Sunday. Thank God it's Sunday because it's cheat day. I always give myself one day a week, a cheat day, what is normally a Sunday. So 6 days of toning, eating healthy, and then cheat day because unless you're like a super person, you would go nuts. I do like my sweet stuff, but this morning we're gonna weigh ourselves. It's now the 25th, I think. Yeah, 25th of October. So we started on the 8th. So it has been, oh my God, my math's not that good. 15 days, something like that, or I think it's 17 days. So we'll weigh ourselves right now, see if we're heading in the right direction. My results that I'm roughly hoping for, maybe about 16.5% body fat, to about 67 kilos, something along the lines of that. So we'll set this up. You gotta wait for this, and now we stand on it. So my body weight is, I don't know, I can't figure it out. I do have 68.4. You can't see that. 68.4 kilograms away. 17.2% fat. Okay, well that's interesting. That's a lot higher than I expected. 17.2% body fat. Why is it not going down? That is the question. It could be just that my body's trying to hold on to it, but I don't know. That'd be an interesting one. I'm gonna have to look over my diet. It might just take time, guys. Sometimes these things do take time. I am eating right. I'm not cheating or anything like that. I think I need to eat a bit more vegetables in the sense of that way, to get my carbs up, because I have noticed my carbs are down a lot, but obviously not my complex carbs. So I'm gonna have to review that and see. Now we're just gonna go and make some breakfast. I don't know what the hell I'm gonna have, but anywho, so don't be afraid to have a cheat day, guys. You have one cheat day, there's no harm in it. One day of eating unhealthy is not going to make much of a difference. Sorry about that, guys. It's the sense that you've got to think this is, well, for me, this toning is a 3-month goal rather than a lifetime. A 3-month, I would say, diet kind of thing, but it then goes on to a lifetime diet. So obviously you've got to have a sense of that, can I continue this on for, say, a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, to the rest of your life, you see. Anyone can easily diet or eat really, really, really clean for a week and then go off it, but you're not going to lose anything in a week, you see. So I don't know why I got 17.2%. I might weigh myself tomorrow or later on, see if it changes much, but I'm going to change my vegetables, so I get more vegetables in the sense of carbohydrates. Try and eat leaner meats, because I know my fat's quite high, along with my protein's quite high. Not much I can do about the fat because it's like natural fat, but it comes from the likes of eggs and stuff like that, so I might cut out my eggs and put something else, or another kind of lean meat. What's going to be interesting and see what happens. It's just a trial and error, guys. Obviously it depends on your body. If your body wants to lose the fat, then it will. If it doesn't, then it won't. It might take a little bit longer. Eventually it will. I have noticed myself that I am getting kind of toner and skinnier, so that's kind of weird how the scale says one thing but I know it's another thing. But it's always, the mirror never lies. If you notice changes about yourself, there's a high chance you're going in the right direction, and it just takes your time for your body to catch up, kind of thing, and think, yeah, okay, that's good. So yeah, I'm gonna make some porridge or something like that, so I'll leave that here as a quick vlog. 3-month shredding series. So I've been Ian Brady from BRY Fitness. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Don't forget, a smart approach to fitness keeps you healthy. another little wee blog that I want to add in, because I've been thinking all day about my results this morning, and I'm not happy. The way it's 17.2%, it's kind of ticked me off a bit because I've been trying so hard. I've been looking at my figures and what I've ate, and I think it is my fat intake. Let me just pull up the figures and I can tell you exactly what I've had for the week, because I've got them all down here on my computer. Nice and easy. I don't know if it'll be well. I'll see if I can show you it. See if it will actually get a proper reading. Okay, so if you can see, these are my macros per day. So 50 fat, 125 protein, 287 carbs, and 2000 calories. That's minus, obviously, for a deficit to lose weight, which I have done. I have lost weight, but I don't want to lose weight. I want to lose body fat. Big difference, and a lot harder to do, because obviously muscle counts for weight as well. So if you really eat very, very little, you can lose muscle and obviously see that you've lost more weight, but it's not good, if that makes sense. Macros for the week are, so this is basically this times 6, because I give myself a cheat day on Sunday. I'm thinking about stopping that, just for myself. We'll try to go straight into it. I've had a couple of cheat days. This is my second cheat day, as you know, and I don't really like it, to be honest. Today I've had chocolate bars, I've had some ice cream, and it's making me feel a bit sick, you know. I think I've got to the point where I'm so used to eating my salads, my stuff, and all of that, and I'm going to stick with it. And maybe be a little bit lenient, just don't count the calories, you know, if that makes sense. So macros for a 6-day week, so that will be Monday to Saturday. You've got 300 fat, 750 protein, 1750 carbs, and 1200 calories. So this week, I'll get both of them in so you can see the comparison. This week, my fat was 463, so that's over by 160 grams. My protein is over by 235 grams, and my carbs is under by about 900 grams, and my calories is under by 400 grams. Now, as I said, you saw well, obviously, this morning my total fat was 17.2%. What I wasn't happy with, because I think last time I did it was 17%. But if you look at my first week's totals, where are they? They're here. You look at my first week's totals, it's 432 grams of fat, 902 and more carbs. Whether that was in the complex carbs, and I was over my calories. So that was my first week. So remember the fat, 432, we'll have a look, and 463. So what I've got a feeling is that this fat that I'm getting is what's making me fat. Well, not fat as such, but keeping my body fat up. Just the likes of eggs. 5 eggs I can have in one sitting. Yesterday, 5 eggs consisted of 2 poached eggs in the morning, and then 3 boiled eggs just before, well, not before I went to bed, but late at night, after dinner kind of thing. So about 9 o'clock or something like that, because I was peckish. So that's how I get 5 eggs. But if you look, 5 eggs contain 30 grams of fat. High protein, but quite high in fat. And as you can see, I also had a Wagyu beef burger yesterday. That's a ball, if you don't know what that is. And that's 39 grams of fat. So I think I might have to cut out the likes of the eggs, the burgers, and literally go for the likes of chicken. Okay, now chicken has got, if you look, 3.6 grams of fat, 32 protein, and 164 grams. So that's per 100 grams. So in a meal, say I had 200 grams of chicken, and then the rest of the plate could either be maybe 125 grams of brown rice, what is sitting up here, and that fat is 1.8, obviously high in carbs, good carbs because it's brown rice, complex carbs. So if I had, say, 125 grams or 200 grams of chicken with 125 grams of brown rice, and then the rest veg, maybe 250 grams of veg. I've got one for broccoli down here, if you can see. Try and get that for you. And obviously you can see it's basically, it's empty. It's 35 calories per 100 grams. You could eat a kilo of this, yeah, and it'll be the same as a 200 gram chicken breast in calories. That's 1 kilo of broccoli. That's a lot of broccoli. So it shows you that the veg especially is empty carbs. So today I brought a lot of stuff like cabbage, stuff like broccoli, stuff like carrots, and I'm gonna obviously try and up my intake of that, decrease my intake of eggs. I'm not saying cut it out altogether, but I'm gonna try and stick to my fat and get my carbs up. So obviously I thought, okay, carbs, well, not all carbs are bad for you, but I knew some carbs were good and some carbs were bad, but I think I was kind of, how could I put it, not educated enough on what carbs are good for what, if that makes sense. So obviously this is under by, I said almost 900, give or take, and obviously if that's complex carbs, well, I'll turn you back around, if that's complex carbs, like say your breads, your wheat and stuff like that, white rice, it's not actually going to help you. It's going to take your body a long time to digest. It can't digest it, and it's just going to pack on the pounds of kind of add up. So I'm going to try and get my carbs, my good carbs, my porridge, my brown rice and veg, and if I can get up to 1700 with that, I can bring my protein down and I can bring my fat down. If I try and get those carbs up with veg and stuff like that, keep my protein quite high. It doesn't matter if you, obviously your body can only, you only have 1 pound, for every 1 pound of body weight, your body absorbs 1 gram protein. So if you're going over that, it doesn't matter, it's not harming you in such, unless you go stupidly over it, but if you go over it by a bit, it just basically means that it's not going to absorb that protein, but it's still going to give you energy, just like all food does. So I think I'm going to cut down the fat, eat higher veg. This is kind of blog style, and it just annoyed me today that I haven't clicked on, I haven't got it. I thought I was doing a lot better. Now I can see myself looking a lot better, a lot skinnier, but just the numbers weren't adding up with what I could see. Don't know what that was about. What annoyed me a little bit more. But anyway, I'll check back in with you guys later. And I've been Ian Brady from BLY Fitness, and I'll see you later, guys. Bye.